Hello everyone, this is Gavin Fitzpatrick, and today we'll just be doing a few bees here, checking the bees for the first time this year. Now, since this coronavirus joke is going around, I said I may do a video to help the beginners get going, since they can't get to lectures and things. So I'm out in Curramore Estate here now. It's a lovely day here. I'm just going to smoke this hive now and give it a few seconds while I'm talking. Now, so just making sure I smoke the hive anyway to start with, just to calm the bees, give them a chance. Today I brought this bag here. See if I can turn this around now. I can't. I brought this bag here, and what I do then is I just put all my gear in it, me hay, me feeders, me hive tool, smoker, me toolbox and stuff into the bag, and I can just throw it up on my shoulder then and bring it all in together in one big piece, and then at least I have me hay there then in case the smoker runs out and stuff like that. Now this should be ready by now. Alright, I'll have to set up something a bit more permanent in the future, but I'll start now with something like this maybe. Now, I shall just lift off the roof there now. We have a bit of candy here from the last time. I have it all gone anyway. That was full up to the brim. Just make sure the queen is not in this, because if she is and you shake her, she could go flying onto the ground, and you don't want that then, because I think this one is clipped. Hopefully she's clipped anyway, so if she was clipped then she wouldn't be able to get back into the hive if you flicked her out, you know. Right, so today is March 27th, so fairly early start now, but you don't want to leave it too late, because if you leave it too late you get a heap of brace comb in this area here. See down there, there's no brace comb, thank God, but if I left that now until maybe next month, it could be too late. There'd be brace comb drawn everywhere, and there would be the queen cells more than likely. That's just my appy guard. I never took it off. You don't need to take the appy guard off halfway, and when it is finished, you can just leave it on. Take it off when you're done or when you're starting up. Sorry, you're opening it for your first time. All these boxes now, they'd want to be creosote. Make sure they're preserved. See, there's nothing on this frame here now. A frame like that, see the way it is all black, you'd want to cut that out now, burn the wax and sterilise the frame. There's no eggs in that or anything. There's a little bit of crystallised honey in there, a little bit of crystallised stores. I'd have to be, at least, you see that frame is at the very front of the hive, well the back I suppose, so that's there for a reason. That could have been in the middle sometime last year, but I started moving it out frame by frame on each inspection, and that way then when you get to the edge then they don't put brood on it, and you can take it out then and replace it. Same again here, a bit of crystallised stores up here. A bit of pollen as well. Same again. So this queen, she's not laying long if she's laying at all. But I hope she's laying at this stage, because it's absolutely lovely weather now. She should be laying. Same again here, nothing at all. The stores. Now, how you turn a frame now, so you pick it up out of the hive like that, right? And then you drop your left arm, so it's my right arm to E, but my left arm. Drop it like that, just swing around, and you lift your left arm back up, and now you're looking at the other side of the frame. So in that way you don't knock any of the bees off. Because if you knock bees off, the queen could be on it and she'd be gone flying as well. Well, not flying, she'd be gone falling because she'd have her wing clipped in theory. Right, hopefully now it'll be third time lucky. Fucking phone ran out of space again. But anyway, we'll try and do this fast now before that phone runs out of space. So the queen's back in now. I'm going to close the hive straight up because I know she's in there. I don't need to disturb them anymore. I know there's no queen cells or nothing. She have a frame of eggs, she's doing grand. So we'll close that up now. No need to go any further. Press all them back in. I tend to take out a frame at the very beginning to give me a bit of space. I always leave the boxes of frame short as well. 12 fits into it, but there's only 11 in it to give me a bit of space to move about. And you can just spread them out then evenly with your hive to it when you're closing the hive back up, like so. You probably can't see that now, but that's what I'm doing, I'm spreading it out. Now, I'm just going to throw this back up now, the crown board. Now, there's a bit of stuff stuck to that, so I'll just scrape that off into the bucket. You have to bring a bucket as well, always bring a bucket, because you're going to have brace comb and waste material. So you have to scrape it into something. Now which way do I want to put this now? Put it this way, so I have plenty of space. You see one side of a crown board, there's only a little bit of a gap there between the bees and the crown board, and this side then there's more. See, it's bigger, a bigger section there. So I put it down, shallow side down, so that I have more space on the top to put my feeder. Now, I have my feeders all washed out. I did a big clear out of the shed before I came. Get them nice clean and wash them down. So I put that on halfway. Put the cover on halfway so bees don't go flying into it while I'm filling it up. This is just to give them a little bit of a boost. I know they're bringing in pollen and nectar and such now at this stage, but as you see, she's only has one frame of eggs. So this is just to give them a little bit of a boost so that they'll hit the ground running. I'll give them all, every hive I have, I'll give one of these things full of syrup. Now this is 2 to 1, it should only be 1 to 1, but don't tell the experts that, they'll be giving out. Now, right, so that hive done. You see, as you see, I only used the smoker there. Right, 4th time lucky. But hopefully I'll be able to put all these videos together and it'll just be one long video for you, because that'd be fair annoying if you had to put on a new video the whole time. Right, so I have rubbish here as well. I'll just throw it into the tub and bring it home with me. Yes, I'm after leaving the hive number out. Yeah, so I was saying, all I do is smoke it at the very beginning, and I didn't smoke it at all then after that. That's because there's no need to. Why would I keep smoking it if there's no need to? Like, rather than making the bees quieter, it would actually make them more aggressive. That's one thing we don't want, aggressive bees. Now I'll leave you there for a second and I'll go get my gear. Now you see how the bag is handy. I can just bring the whole lot with me. They're not over and back like a blue arse fly. I'll give them a couple of puffs. The smoker is going well today, thank God. It'd be embarrassing if I had to relight it in front of the camera. Right. I could probably put you down lower and you can see better. Let's see now if we can manage something. I left it in the oven. I'm going to lay you up again the tub. Leave that one. Now, let's see now. Oh, jeez, I can see nothing now. Fucking sun. Goddamn sun. Yeah. Ah, chance at that. Right, now these ones, this is a national nuke. This is what I'm going to be building my other nukes off of. So I put it into a double brood. Well, I put it into a brood first, and then a double brood. See, they didn't eat much of their candy at all. It's either a good sign or a bad sign. It could be a good sign because they didn't need it, or it could be a bad sign that they didn't need it as well because they mightn't have enough bees to need it. Hopefully they had too much food and they didn't need it. There's a lot of bees in this now, hopefully. Yeah, just checking for the queen again there, very important. It's no harm to bring a box. I didn't bring it with me today, but I have a little box. It's a nuke box, but all I use it for is to put the frames into. Another way I take one out, like I puts it into a spare box just so the bees aren't going all over the place. But as of today, I'll just have to shake them into the hive, which is not ideal because, of course, it aggravates them. Now, nice and slowly up she comes. Now, I'm trying to stand in the sun so you can see what's going on. So there's nectar and pollen in this. That's a nice frame now. Nice bit of food in that. And there's no brood on it, so I can shake it. You can shake it once there's no brood in it. Now it still isn't ideal because you don't want to be shaking bees. And what is ideal if you're able to put it down into the box to shake it, rather than shake it over the box. Now I see, when I done that, a lot of the nectar actually dripped out. So that's a great sign, believe it or not. I know it was bad that it dripped out, but they collect that up, don't worry. But it's a great sign because if it's dripping out, that means it's fresh. They're just after bringing that in, so that means they're working hard. Great sign. And it's a great sign as well, there must be something in there to feed, which there is on this frame. Straight away we have brood. I'll show you the brood there now. I don't know, yeah, you can see that in behind the bees there's a bit of brood there. Lovely. There's eggs there as well. Grand job. You see, we have eggs now, so that's grand. Oh, just I was telling you before, you know how old the egg is. If it's standing up straight, it's a fresh egg. But if it's lying down, kind of sideways, tis nearly ready to hatch into a larvae. We have more stores here. We've no eggs on that side. Oh, there's eggs on this side though. Brood there. More stores here. Nothing fascinating. No sight of a queen though. I might, well, no, I won't. I was going to say I might run back through it for a look, make sure she's there, but I know she's there because there's eggs. Now the bees are fanning for her, using their Nasanov gland. It's where they open up their tail, and you can see a little white gland in underneath, and they beat their wings. That's leaving off a scent, so the queen and other bees can find them. It's either if they're lost, kind of, or if they're looking for the queen, they do that. So it could be a sign the queen's not in there sometimes. But in this case there's eggs and they're standing up, so there is a queen in here. And there's no queen cells, but it's only March, so they're not going to be swarming yet. So we've nothing to worry about. So I'll just close that up. And that's that done. I'll leave it at that then for today. because I know you're all at home, but I'm sure you have plenty to be doing other than listening to me. So what I could do now first before I leave you go is I'll clean off, see the brace comb, and you can't see nothing. There's brace comb there on the top, so I'm just going to scrape it off there and I'll put it into the bucket. You see the lovely red colour propolis there, it's a great sign, lovely red propolis. So, you might think it's a bad thing having propolis, you might think, oh, they're wicked messy bees, propolis all over the place, but it's actually a great sign, because if there's propolis on it, it means they're healthy, and the propolis is a disinfectant, and it means that they're clean. They're actually putting it there to close up gaps for number one, but also to disinfect anything, any disease or anything there might be. And I'm not saying that my bees have any disease, because they don't, hopefully, but to make sure that they don't have any disease, what I'll do, I won't do it now, matchbox with me, but I'll get a little matchbox and I'll fill the matchbox up with bees, either dead ones or live ones. I'll probably go with live ones, fill it up with live bees, put it in the freezer overnight and send it off to Dr. Mary Coffey. And you have to fill out a form now, actually. If I don't forget to fill out the form, or she won't do it, but she'll come back to me then and she'll tell me if there's anything wrong with them, if they have any disease or anything like that. It's just good practice to make sure that the bees are healthy. Well, that's that cleaned off. Now I'll just throw back up this and I'll get me little small feeder. Place it over that little hole. Put that on halfways. Get me syrup now. And pour that in there. They might rather the syrup than the fondant. But either way, at least they have the option. Now, I better close that before they all fly into it and get stuck and drown. They're then trying to pick them out, and they've got sticky gloves in and everything. Right, that's that job done. Now, grand job. Right, that's all for today anyway. We might do another video at a different stage, or I might decide to do another video later on when I'm looking at more hives. We'll see how I'm feeling. But that's all I have to say now for today. It's a lovely day for the bees, thank God. They're bringing in lots of pollen. There's two hives here. I'll show you them. That hive there and that end hive down there, them two are empty. There's no bees in them, so what I have to do is I'll have to load them up into the trailer and take them home, so that nothing goes into them. Like there might be stores left in them, and if the bees from the other two try and go into them and rob the stores, they could get disease off them, if there was disease in them. That's why I have the grass there, trying to close up the entrance somewhat, just to prevent any robbing or anything. And if they rob that now, say if the ones from that hive over there came over and robbed that one, they've cleared that out, right? And what they'd do then is they'd move on to this one, which there's bees in, and they clean that one out, and so on and so forth. Or even if the wasps got into it, the wasps would move from that one to that one, to that one to that one, and they clean out all the bees in their path as well. So that's why we have to get rid of them. So I'll bring out the trailer now, maybe, what day is today? Friday. I might bring out the trailer Sunday and get rid of them. And I'll probably I have 3 nukes at home as well. They're to come out here. They're only in a temporary patch there now. I put them close to the house for the winter, the nukes, so that I can look after them and feed them well over the winter. Then I'll move them out then. I'll move them out here then, and I'll split them. No, sorry, I'll move them into a big box then. So I'll kill 2 birds with one stone. I'll bring the trailer and I'll bring the nukes out, and I'll bring the 2 empty hives back, and I'll cut out any old wax in them then, and I'll sterilise the frames. I have a big boiler, I'll show you that later. I have a big massive boiler. I put the frames into it with a bit of caustic soda, boil it all up, and it cleans the frames lovely, sterilises them. And then the boxes, then I just give them a blow with a blowtorch to sterilise them and crease out the outside of them then as well. Alright, that's it for now tonight. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.